Season 3 of Vanguard and Warzone is here, and with it are some brand new weapons, including the M1916 Marksman Rifle and the Nikita AVT Assault Rifle. You're probably wanting to rank them up, or just rank up some other weapons you haven't got around to doing yet, before they end up coming out of nowhere, being the meta, and you're left behind with only a pea shooter version of that weapon. We've all been there, it happens like every 3 weeks. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to rank up weapons as fast as possible in just Warzone, even being able to max rank weapons in just 1 hour in some cases, which is quite incredible when you consider a weapon takes about 150,000 XP to go from rank 1 to rank 70. The method I'm going to talk about here is one I've been promoting quite a bit in the last few weeks, and involves us dropping in Resurgence on Rebirth Island as opposed to Plunder, which, as you may know, was kind of the main technique previously. That being said, if you are looking for a chilled out approach to ranking up some weapons, Plunder is still a great option. Running around and grabbing some contracts like recons and supply runs is a great reliable way to rank up weapons. However, it's not the fastest way, because that is on Rebirth Island and specifically on Resurgence. But before we even get into the game, we want to be prepared to optimize our in-game effort and its conversion to weapon XP. This starts with making sure we use our double weapon XP tokens. Hanging onto them for a rainy day very rarely pays off. Do remember though that these tokens work on real time and not in-game time. So if you enable one, they're gonna run down even if you're in the lobby, or even if your console or PC isn't even turned on. Now onto the class setup itself. Obviously you want the gun on that you want to rank up. Then for the perks you want Cold-Blooded, then Pointman to increase those in-game bonuses, which we'll get into in just a second, and then we want Battle Hardened. The main one though is Pointman as your perk too. Equipment isn't massively important either, but stims can be great just to move around the map that little bit quicker and maybe save you in certain situations where they boost your health. Finally, if you are using a Vanguard weapon, make sure you have Proficiency on as your perk, as this increases the amount of XP that you do get per kill. Got all that? Great! We're ready to jump into Rebirth Island. Ideally, you want to fill your squad with friends or people that are just trying to do the same thing as you. This makes it way easier in terms of spawning back in and the weapon XP bonuses that you share across your whole team. If you haven't got a squad ready to do that, my Discord is a great place to find people who are always up for that kind of thing. So follow the link in the description for my Discord if you want to find some other players and rank up your weapons even faster. Now once we're in the game, we want to land somewhere that's a little bit quieter, and basically we want to land just not prison. We're talking about somewhere off the direct line of the flight path, and actually the places added to Rebirth with the Rebirth Reinforced update can be great for this, as these have kind of died down since then. Once we're there, we want to get our loadout as fast as possible to get the weapon we want to rank up, and our perks as well. 7,500 isn't a crazy amount, and you should get it just from loot boxes alone, especially if you're with a squad. Once we're set with our loadout, we want to get our first contract, and actually, it'll be the first of many. The reason contracts are so good on Rebirth Island is because you can do so many in a short amount of time, and the bonuses you get for completing them compound on one another, basically meaning for each one you complete, you get a little bonus. And then if you complete enough contracts in one match, these bonuses get absolutely crazy. Alternatively, on Plunder, these contract bonuses don't compound on one another, which is why we're sticking to Rebirth Island and Resurgence. Our primary target, ideally for contracts, is supply runs, just because you can complete them so quickly and you don't rely on chasing down an enemy on the other side of the map or anything like that. Then after that, scavenger contracts are probably best, just because the loot boxes do spawn within a close proximity. To optimize that contract spamming even more, you've got to utilize your squad mates. Ideally, one of you has a vehicle, maybe a chopper, then from there they can act as the designated driver, dropping each and every one of your teammates off to pick up contracts and then complete them. If you don't manage to do this, it's actually still going to be okay. You can do this on foot, it's just going to be that slightly bit slower. When you do complete a contract, this is when the Pointman perk as your perk too comes into its own. It allows you and your squad to skip those bonus XP levels, meaning you can get up to those silly amounts of bonus XP percentages, say 100% or 200%, actually very quickly, especially compared to what you normally would without the Pointsman perk. So with a double weapon XP token on, and maybe a double weapon XP event, mixed in with these contract bonuses, you can start to see how maxing out a weapon in just 1 hour is possible. Now I know the plunder contract method is a little bit safer since you can respawn constantly, but it is without a doubt slower than this method, especially when you take into account the bonuses that you get from completing those contracts, since in plunder they don't compound on one another. Although resurgence in rebirth isn't as safe as plunder because obviously you can die completely, you've still got to remember that it is resurgence. If your squad's alive, you're still gonna fly straight back down like nothing happened. Then you can go back, pick up your weapon off the floor, or go and get the free loadout, or even buy another loadout because you're doing that many contracts, you're gonna be stacked with cash. Unfortunately, on some occasions, you and your whole squad will die and you just need to leave the game, jump back into another. You're gonna be back in there in no time because Rebirth Island is so popular at the minute, you don't really have to wait around that much. And the amount of XP you get from a good game using this method far outweighs the infrequent bad game that you might have. I know Rebirth Island has got particularly sweaty in the past few weeks and maybe months, but this method is without a doubt still the fastest way to rank up your weapons. If you do want a helping hand on Rebirth Island though, make sure you check out this video where I go over the best settings specifically for Rebirth Island. See ya!